Niddah Daf Ayin Beis. As we approach the start of Shas, Brachas Daf Beis, the excitement is in the air. Let's get more and more people to join Daf Yomi. Let's get more people to join the resources and the tools that help with Daf Yomi, such as this program, the 8-minute Daf. Please share the link. Put it on your status. The more people you get to join, the more schusim you'll have. We know that a woman has an 18-day cycle. 7 days of Niddah, 11 days of Ziva. The first 7 days, if she sees dam, even throughout the entire 7 days, midiraisa, she could go to the mikveh as long as she stopped for a few minutes. She could go to the mikveh and she's tarred to her husband. The following 11 days, if she sees dam 1 or 2 days, she's a zavaktana. 3 days, she's a zavakdaila. So in the first 2 days that she sees dam, let's say she sees dam on Tuesday. She must keep Wednesday, a full day, naki, she has to be clean, she can't see dam. She could go to the mikveh all throughout Wednesday, even Wednesday morning. She's mutter to her husband Wednesday night. What happens if the woman didn't keep the halacha? She went to the mikveh on Tuesday night. Well, she's a complete zava, and therefore her and her husband have to bring a karban. Anything she touched is tameh. What if she went to the mikveh Wednesday morning like she was allowed to, but she jumped the gun, she was with her husband before Wednesday evening? The Gemara calls this tarbus ra. This is improper behavior. And we wait, we see. If she sees more dam, then that means retroactive, everything she touches tameh. And she and her husband have to bring a karban. If she doesn't see dam, tarbus ra. Rabbi Yehuda says it's even worse than tarbus ra. The next level up. They did a b'mezid. Machlokes is, in the 11 days of Ziva, what happens on the 11th day? Do you have to keep the 12th day clean or not? Maybe it just ends abruptly by the 11th day. Beis Hillel says there is no 12th day that you have to keep naki. Therefore, a woman that goes to the mikvah on the 11th night, she doesn't have to bring a karban. Although the Rabbanan say Beis Hillel, they were geyser, you shouldn't. Everything is tameh. Because a woman might confuse the 11th day with the other days. According to Beis Shammai, she must keep the 12th day naki. Therefore, if she went to the mikveh the 11th night, it's as if she didn't go to the mikveh at all. She's with her husband, she's chay b'karban, he's chay b'karban, everything she touched is tameh. What if she went to the mikveh the 12th day in the morning, and she's with her husband right away? According to Beis Hillel, he is called a gargaron, a baltaiva, and according to Beis Shammai, they're tamei midrabanan. Rav Huna comes up with an amazing chiddush. He says that if a woman sees dam, let's say on Tuesday, in the middle of the 11 Ziva day period, and she was taiva, and then she touched something, that something becomes tamei, even though she never saw dam afterwards. What's the reason? It's Gzeira. Gzeira, since she didn't see dam, ought to a case that she will see dam. Gemara says, according to Rav Kahana, that's good. We can make a Gzeira if a woman sees dam, let's say on the 11th, Gzeira that she might see dam on the 12th, and when she sees dam on the 12th, she's a Niddah, but they're both dam. People will confuse the two. But if a woman doesn't see dam, how is somebody going to confuse a situation where she doesn't see dam with a situation where she does see dam? That's not something you confuse, says Rav Kahana. If a Zav sees a Ziva one time, we have a fundamental machlokes here. How do we view the actual Ziva itself? According to Beis Shammai, if somebody moves the Ziva, then we have to wait. If there was another emission, then that person becomes a Zav Gomor, and retroactive, the first Ziva we know is a Ziva, and therefore the person that moved it, Beheses, Masa, becomes Tamei. According to Beis Hillel, no. That Ziva has halacha like any Balkari, and a Balkari, only if you touch it do you become Tamei, but if you move it, you don't become Tamei, and therefore even if there's an additional Ziva afterwards, person is Tar. The 11th day, the fact that, according to Beis Hillel, you don't keep the following 12th day as a day of Tahara, that's halacha Moshe Messinai. According to Rish Lakish comes up with a bigger chiddush. He says in Beis Hillel, not only is the 11th day the end of Ziva, but even the 10th day. In other words, you cannot use if somebody sees Ziva on the 10th day, they don't use the 11th day as a clean day for the 10th. So you can go to the mikveh immediately the 10th at night, and you're mutter to your husband. According to Rabbi Yochanan, the 10th has the same halach as the 9th. In other words, it's no different, and you do have to keep the 11th as a clean day for the 10th. There's machlokes tanoim. When you bring a half a lug oil together with the carbon taida, it's different than all other menachas which require a full lug. Why is it? Is it because it's halacha Moshe Sinai, like Rabbi Eliezer says, or is it a mefurish pasuk? Have a wonderful day.